which is a logarithmic form y is equal to log of x cube minus x to the base 10. Y is equal to x cube minus x to the base 10. So what is the log based condition what we did? Remember it, since y is equal to, I explained that whenever log is given in the form of log of a to the base b, so important conditions says that a need to be positive, and second about its base, that is b should be positive but b can't be 1, isn't it? Isn't it? The related conditions to be applied for finding the value of x for log to be defined? Fine. So here our base is already given 10, it is definitely positive and not 1, so base part we don't need to work on that, it is defined base is given, right? So we need to work with x cube minus x, which is the term a in the general form. So x cube minus x, that should definitely be positive, as a need to be positive, isn't it or not? As a need to be positive to define the logarithmic expression, that does mean x cube minus x should be greater than 0. So here taking x common, can I write down it is x square minus 1 will be the other factor. Taking one x common, it will be x square minus x. So this is the quadratic factor, a square minus b square. So if I split it in two part, it will be x minus 1 into x plus 1 greater than 0, right? Are you getting it? Is it okay up to this point? Fine. So now what we can do, these are the three linear factors, and what are the individual values of x to be taken to make all three 0. Factors like x equal to 0 will satisfy this, will make it 0, x equal to plus 1 will make this one 0, and x equal to minus 1 will make this third one 0. Yes or no? X equal to 0 will be this, satisfying 0 factor, x will be plus 1 will make it 0 factor, x equal to minus 1 will make it a 0 factor, right? So that means there are three critical values of x based on which the inequality range will be discussed. What are those critical values? Tell me, what are those critical values I said now? Yes, tell me, what are those critical values? Three critical values. What did I say now? So that individually they can be 0. One is x equal to 0, another one 0, 1 and minus 1, correct, 0, 1 and minus 1. So out of these three critical values 0, 1 and minus 1, if I arrange them in increasing order, position should be written like this, yes or no? Minus 1, 0, then plus 1, okay. See that in quadratic, whenever ax square plus bx plus c greater than 0, and if it is factorized something like that, a into x minus alpha into x minus beta, that greater than 0, if a itself positive, then alpha being smaller than beta, then corresponding solution set is x less than alpha or x greater than beta, x less than the smaller, out of two roots I am taking a alpha smaller, beta greater. So that's why I repeatedly say this line, that x less than smaller root or x greater than bigger root will satisfy the inequality subject to the condition coefficient of x square is positive. That I did in the first question, there x square was appearing negative, so I converted it to positive and then applied this concept, yes or no? So this is for quadratic. If sometimes suppose we are having a cubic expression, something like that, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d as a overall greater than 0, This is also a cubic. Unfortunately, x square part and constant part are missing, but general cubic expression, I mean like expression with the degree 3, highest power of 3 with the single variable, that in decreasing order of x, that should be the complete expression. In this part we are missing out x square and we are missing out the constant part, that's why we are only getting it x cube and x. But basically a general 3 degree equation means, 3 degree means when highest power of the single variable is 3. So that we are having it x equal to 3, x to the power 3 as the highest power of x here. So again if we factorize it, a into x minus alpha into x minus beta into x minus delta, for example, greater than 0. So 3 critical values, root values are alpha, beta, delta. As we have got it 0, plus 1, minus 1, we are getting 3 roots. So those 3 roots are basically alpha, beta and gamma. For example, like this, as the roots are minus 1, 0, 1, 3 distinct roots and in increasing order. So similarly, if coefficient of highest power of x still positive and among the 3 roots, if their arrangement sequence is like that, alpha less than beta which is further less than delta, that means out of 3 critical values, out of 3 roots, are you getting me or not? Alpha is the smallest one and delta is the biggest one, beta is the intermediate value of the root. Then to satisfy this, if I mark 3 critical values and provided coefficient of x cube, highest degree related term coefficient is positive, as we are having x cube as positive, then the sign convention will be something like this. Are you getting it? Extreme right interval greater than the greatest root, will always remain positive, subject to the condition coefficient of x cube need to be positive. If coefficient of x cube is negative and then you apply this interval notation, then it will be wrong, then interval will change their position, extreme right will be negative. So that's why we should not get confused with both the things remembering simultaneously. So that's why I prefer to remember one line properly, so that its reverse should always allow you, will knock you what is the correct thing. So trying to remembering both the things simultaneously and getting confused is of not a wise idea. So wise idea is that stick to one particular line, that if coefficient of x cube will positive, then we will remember this structure. Then obviously whenever you will get the scope to solve the inequation, as you know this positive relating the argument relating to positive coefficient of x cube. So in actual question, if you get the coefficient of x cube negative, just convert it into positive. Are you getting it? So that is a less risk. It will be less risky. Why? Because remembering 2 inequation results in one situation means there is always a possibility that you can overlap this concept with that or that concept with this. So better you should stick to one result with the one condition, so that whenever the reverse thing is available, you can convert it into your known condition. Are you getting my point? Are you getting me or not? That's why I suggest that out of 3 root solutions, whenever cubic roots will be there, you should make the argument keeping it in mind that coefficient of degree defining term remaining or keeping it positive, as we do it even in case of quadratic also. So now this theory is absolutely applicable here, yes or no? Tell me. Is this theory completely applicable over here or not? Because here we are getting coefficient of x cube positive. My basic condition of argumenting about this, where a was positive, overall product is positive, so overall 3 linear expression is positive. So critical values arranged in increasing order. So this should be positive, this is negative, positive, negative. So that means sine curve will appear like this. Our need is to make the expression positive. So expression will positive in between -1 and 0 and for greater than 1. So therefore answer will be x greater than -1 less than 0 and x greater than 1. Are you getting my point? Are you getting it or not? So this will be the answer of this question, which was question number 4. I hope you are understanding the discussion. All of you are thorough with it. Very good. Now next is question number 5. Question number 5, y is equal to log of mod, this mod based question, 4 minus x square to the base 10. Again it is relating to log of a to the base b. The base is already given a defined base 10. So base need to be positive but not 1. So yes, we are having a defined base here, right? So base is 10. We don't need to make the argument relating to base. So our argument will be based on the value of a. Here instead of a we are having mod of 4 minus x square. We know that whatever the number given inside mod, right, mod of a positive number is positive, mod of a negative number is also positive, and mod of 0 is 0, right? Is there any doubt? Mod of plus 5 is plus 5, mod of minus 5 is plus 5, mod of minus 3 is plus 3, right? So that means 4 minus x square, that can be allowed positive or even negative, because we know that even if we make 4 minus x square as a negative value, for example taking x is equal to 3, if I take x equal to 3, then 3 square will be 9, so 4 minus 9 will be minus 5, but being that minus 5 is appearing inside mod, so its ultimate value, because here we are not taking the value of the expression inside the mod, rather with the mod the value as a. So a need to be positive, so that's why even if we get the numerical value of 4 minus x square as a negative quantity, so mod of a negative quantity will be ultimately positive. So that's why we can make 4 minus x square is allowed to become positive as well as it can be allowed to become negative. The only thing what we cannot allow 4 minus x square, and that is 0, because mod of 0 will be 0 and log can't be defined for the 0 or negative, right? Mod can only be defined for positive. So that's why to make a positive, right, to make a positive, 4 minus x square can be greater than 0 or even 4 minus x square can even be less than 0, right? Because mod of 4 minus x square, since mod of 4 minus x square is always positive except x equal to plus 2 or minus 2, because once you take x equal to plus 2, so square of plus 2 will be 4, so 4 minus 4 will be 0, and if you even take x equal to minus 2, the square of minus 2, that 2 will be plus 4, so 4 minus 4 will be 0. So that's why we can't include plus 2 and minus 2. So that's why here the solution will be x belongs to all real value, okay, except x equal to plus minus 2. So that means x cannot be equal to plus minus 2, right? So based on that, as in all the options, that x plus minus 2 will not be included. So that's why the option will be, the exact option will be here satisfying it, that is x cannot be plus minus 2 as option 3. Are you getting it? Next question is question number 6. Question number 6 is again y based on log. This time it is log of 12 minus 7x plus x square to the base 10. Again the same condition, the base value is given 10. It has made it easy because you don't have to make argument relating to base condition, because base value is already set to be a defined base, positive, not equal to 1. So our condition is again same, that is 12 minus 7x, that is a equals to, here it is 12 minus 7x plus x square, right? Condition says what? A need to be positive, right? As because a need to be positive, so that's why we should allow the value of x square minus 7x plus 12, that should be greater than 0, right? So being it is plus 12 and middle term is minus 7x, so we can make it x minus 4 into x minus 3, yes or no? Middle term factorization, minus 4 minus 3 is minus 7 and their product is plus 12. So that means the two critical values we are getting it here as plus 3 and plus 4, right? As because coefficient of x square is positive and the entire expression value need to be positive. So based on the linear factors, critical value smaller root value is 3, greater is 4. So what should be the answer? X should be less than the smaller one or greater than the bigger one. So that means x will be less than 3 or x will be greater than 4. Understanding it? X should be less than 3 or it should be greater than 4. So yes, that will be the answer. That means option D. Option D will be the answer satisfying this result.